If you need to make your team stronger, go to u7buy.com and buy yourself some cheap and reliable FC24 coins. Remember to use my discount code ELI to enjoy 6% off. Most of you guys know U7Buy for its FC coin service. Apart from FC coins, U7Buy also provides more game services like top-up mobile games, gift cards, game keys, and more. Click my link in my description and enjoy the cheapest price now. Alright guys, welcome back. Another authentic video. This time it is going to be Brighton's tactics under the coach Fabian Hurzeler. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not that cultured, you know. But anywho, these tactics inspired from their win against Manchester United over the weekend. Brighton in general this season, I already know they're going to do very, very solid. Their form of playing is just quick counter-attack play, holding the ball. They literally dominate the midfield area. They got the striker to drop back, link up, and then they got the wingers to exploit them with Matoma. They're just gonna run riot this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up top 10. If I'm honest with you guys, so I decided to make a video for them. This is the team as of right now. I've been switching it up here and there. I'll go over there. I'll go over that with you guys later. I'm just trying to do some evos. But anywho, the formation is the 4-3-3 fifth variation. So the one with the false 9 striker, the reason why is because he's going to drop a little bit deeper to try to get the ball, try to link up the play between the midfield and the wingers, and you go from there. And then you have that one single pivot here. So they line up in a 4-2-3-1, but whenever they play in game, they end up playing like this on a 4-3-3 with the striker dropping back a little bit and using the wingers to overlap, and sometimes the fullbacks do attack a little bit as well. But let's get into the actual tactics and instructions. Let me go right here. I have some notes for this because it took me a long time to figure this out. So they do play a little bit of a press after possession loss. And this is up to you if you guys want to play that. I'm playing in the Elite Division. I do not want to play press after possession loss because you guys know I tell you guys every video. They do quick 1-2s over the top. They do like over the top through balls to your striker or to their strikers like a Holland or something, and it's annoying to stop them. So I just play balanced. I play more conservative. But if you want to play press after possession loss like they really do in real life, by all means, go ahead. They do play a very, very narrow defensive structure, which is going to be about 35 width, just to keep them more compact. There's not going to be any spaces in between the half spaces. The half spaces are in between the fullbacks and the center backs, which is fine. You won't get done as easy with the 4-3-2-1. This one right here, because those center forwards always exploit those half spaces, so you're going to be solid right there. But you will give the wings a lot of space, if that makes sense, for crosses, so just keep that in mind. Depth, they are playing a very high line. They play around 70, 72, 73, even 75. You can play that if you want to play that. I'm not playing that anymore just because I don't want to play the auto offside traps. I don't know if they're going to be in the game next year. I don't know. I don't have the beta version, and I really don't want to play with that, knowing that if they're not going to be there next game, I don't want to be able to use them. I just want to be able to press manually myself. So what I'm playing is around a 67 depth, so still very, very high, but not as high towards 70 and above, or 71 and above, where they have that auto offside trap. So I'm just playing 67. You can play 70 if you want, but I recommend starting off like around 67 and then kind of tweaking it to your liking. Now they do play a fast build-up and direct passing. They do quick transitions and fluid movement in the midfield area, so just quick passes, 1-2s, 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 and then send them to your wingers. The direct passing, because you know how the direct passing goes. In the final third, it pushes your opponent's defensive line back, and it just helps out a lot with creating a lot of space. The width, they do open up the width a lot. They use around 70 width to exploit the wings. Just that way the wingers can actually be 1v1s, and you beat them on the sprint, and then there you go. You can hit the quick cutbacks. Players in the box, they do play a lot of players in the box. There's a very, very, very aggressive box presence. They have a lot of players going in. There's going to be 7. Just the more bodies you get in there, the more opportunities for goals. But then that also means you could get hit on the counterattack. That's where you got to rely on your CDMs and your center backs and sometimes your fullbacks to help you out. Corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button if I ever helped you guys out before. That way I'll continue making these type of videos. I'm only doing these authentic type of videos for right now, and then I'll go back to the meta on the next game, and I'll also go back to doing a full foot champs lineup, the 4 formations, defensive, ultra defensive, all that good stuff. And I'm also going to start doing sports bets. I'll post results. I'm working on a few things, post results, and then you guys can follow me on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, and then sign up for those picks, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just give me a little bit of time. I'm working on all of it. Got a full-time job and this at the same time, so trying to get there. All right, goalie comes for cross, sweep, keep. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys who plays where. So normally this is how it plays. Goalie, your two center backs is going to be usually Dunk and Van Heck. Right back is usually going to be Veltman. Left back is Hurzeler or whoever they play here, depending, because they do a lot of squad rotation. CDM is usually James Milner. That's who's been playing there lately. It used to be Caicedo. It just kind of depends. They always have an anchor man. Then they have a box-to-box center mid, which is usually Billy Gilmore or somebody like that. On the left side, they usually play more of an attacker, almost like a striker type of deal. So usually they play Joao Pedro here. That way he can act like a cam, like a shadow striker. The main striker is Danny Welbeck, with that high work rate. So sometimes he drops deep, sometimes he goes forward. But Danny Welbeck started on fire this season, I'm not going to lie. I miss him at Arsenal a little bit. He was one of those meme guys, And then wingers is usually Matoma, the main man, and then Minte or whoever they do squad rotation on the right side. All right, let's get into the actual instructions. Keep is going to be comes for cross, sweep, keep. Center backs, get the best center backs you can get. Just don't even save the coins. Just waste the coins now. We're almost out of the game. Stay back while attacking. Right back is going to be balanced overlap, so make sure that they are good at going forward and defending. Have some type of play styles. Whip cross play style especially, so you can hit those back post crosses if you can. Left back, same exact concept, balance overlap. So the whip cross is really good, or the over-the-top through ball. That one's really good too, so you can send the wingers on over-the-top through balls, exploit them, and then you'll be solid. Your CDM is going to be cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. So your anchor man, just your number 6. Just get a medium-high work-rated player there. If you could get somebody with the intercept, plus get that there. If not, play Patrick Vieira there. His SBC is super economic, super cheap. You can just go ahead and get him and just put him as your anchor man, and he'll be fine. Your right center mid is stay back while attacking, cover center. So this is your Billy Gilmore, your box-to-box center mid, your number 8. So let him just do everything. He'll be the ball carrier, and then the ball distributor will be on the left side, or your quote-unquote cam type of player, which will be get forward, get into the box or cross, cover center. So that get into the box or cross will allow him to act like Joao Pedro does in real life and act like a shadow striker and just go right behind the striker to try to get those cutbacks. And that get forward instruction makes him actually go play as a cam. Your main striker is going to be default everything false 9. The reason why is because you want him to drop deep, pick up the ball, do quick 1-2s, and then send over the top through balls to your wingers. So you got to let this guy or this guy, either your left center mid or your right center mid, after you do 1-2s with the striker. Because your striker is like your target man. So he'll get the ball distributed back to one of the two center mids, one of these two. And then you just send over the top through balls to the wingers, and then you'll be fine. You'll be hitting those cutbacks all game long, and those are still overpowered even though the game's almost done. So left winger, again, for those cutbacks, you do not come back on defense. They got to be ready to get on attack. Cut inside, get in behind, get into box for cross. With the cut inside, get in behind instruction and not the come back on defense, it actually makes them play like a how do I want to say it, like a left forward and a right forward, so they cut inside a lot. They exploit those half spaces. And then they're good. They're just good. You just send them over the top through balls and they'll be fine. And then you just hit those cutbacks. Same thing on the right winger. Cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for a cross. But yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions for Brighton. Obviously they work. They beat Manchester United. So it's up to you guys. If you guys want to play with this formation, try it out. Have some fun while you still can, and then kind of go from there. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.